Hey, what is up, guys? So I am making this video to let you guys know, for one, I am okay. I did not jump off the ledge. I'm not hanging up in the closet, and I know that's not funny, but seriously, I think, like, I don't know. I was sad at first, I'm not gonna lie, but not that sad, but I was sad. A lot of people like felt bad, or like felt bad for me, or like feel sorry for me, and like all these other kind of emotions, where I understand. I mean, I'm sad, I look sad, and you know, I think like the sadness in me is the devil, because one part of me can rationalize, and I can tell myself it's fine. Like, it does suck, but at the end of the day, like, true love, if it's real, it will come back to you. It's not gonna just, if it's real love, then it will come back to you. Like, there will be a day where Stormy wakes up and she's like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, and I mean, that's cool. But if it's not, then, I mean, it is what it is. But I guess one thing I can say is that a lot of people were coming for Stormy in the video because she's the one who is, like, obviously doing the breaking up with or whatever. And you're like, oh, Chaz, you know, she's been there for you and she loves you, and like all that stuff, and like all that stuff is great. But at the end of the day, like, you know, if someone's not in a good place, they're not in a good place. And it just doesn't make sense to stay in a not good place. And I think, like, what you guys are like, oh, just work on it. And it's like, this is her way of working on it. Like, we have tried working on it. We have tried communicating better. We have tried, I've been giving her all the stuff that I want her to do. Like, you know, we need to be more affectionate. We need to be more this, and we need to be more that. And I want this, and I want that. And it's like, she can't do it right now. Like, she's not in the mental space to do it right now. And not only that, but we've been together for a long time. We've been together for almost 5 years. We've been together since high school. And when we first got together, this was high school, so I do not feel like, I don't hold myself like, I mean, I am responsible, but I'm not like gonna beat myself up about what I did when I was 17. But when we were in high school and we first got together, like, I was a completely different person. I was controlling, not in like a crazy aggressive way, but in just like, I didn't want her to go out. I didn't want her to, you know, stuff that, you know, I just didn't want her to do a lot of things that she was already doing. And I kind of like used to be like, oh, don't go out with your friends, hang out with me, or don't do this. And there's so many things that I kind of like, I didn't make her do, but I always kind of like either like judged her for doing, or just, I just should have been like more relaxed. Like, it was a lot of things that I just did wrong. Like, I was just not who I needed to be in the first place. I did a lot of things and I didn't really know that I was doing them. And when I finally knew, I mean, I stopped. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's a subconscious thing at this point. Like, a lot of people are like more torn up about how Stormy was like acting in the video, like her kind of like being more apathetic and not really having emotion. And I guess my response to that is, like, at the time we were filming the video, it kind of affected me too. Like, I was really sad. I was like, well, how are you not being empathetic? How do you not feel my pain, and why don't you care? And I just think it comes down to the reason that she needed to break in the first place. Like, that's the point. She can't be here for me right now because, you know, she is torn up about some other things emotionally about her own self, you know, and she just needs to, I don't know, like, heal and emotionally heal, and also just let go of whatever it is that she's like holding on to. So I think that she doesn't have any more emotional space for, you know, sadness or anything like that, because I mean, I don't know. I might look like I'm just this perfect, nice, innocent, great, androgynous person, and, you know, just wifey type, but this has been 5 years almost in the making. Like, when we first started dating, I was a fucking asshole. Like, I did so many things that I'm just like so embarrassed or ashamed of, and I treated her in ways that I'm like, I can't even imagine that she stayed with me, of some of the things that I've done, or some of the things that I've said, or like different things like that. And it's like, the way that Stormy was looking in that video, I've had points in the relationship where I was like the same exact thing, where I felt like I needed space or I needed a break, and I took it out on her, and she was crying to me, and I would look at her like, are you done? Like, you know, and it's not because I was evil, it's just because I didn't care at that point. I was mentally going through something myself, and I had to deal with that in order to realize and pay attention to what was going on in our house. And that's really what happened. I mean, I might be like so in love right now, and I'm so like committed to this relationship, and I'm so dedicated to Stormy, but at the end of the day, everyone has their point that they realize that they can't live without a person. And I think for me, I've definitely had that point. And you guys don't even want to know some of the stuff that we've been through for me to get to that point. I mean, there's been so many things that Stormy has supported me through that she didn't have to support me through. I mean, at a point in time, we were like homeless. And she easily could have went to her mom's house. Like, she easily could have just left. Like, she didn't have to stay with me. So many times she stayed with me and she shouldn't have, or she didn't have to. And she waited for me, and she was patient, and she was selfless. And it's like, you can't, and I can't, and we can't hold her like to this standard of person, like as if she should not think about herself ever. And it's like, I don't know, it's just irritating because I am hurt. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not hurt because Stormy is like fed up or Stormy's tired or whatever. I'm hurt because I made her that way, and I'm hurt because I didn't see myself making her that way. And it was just like, I have so many regrets, and I have so many things I can look back at now, and I'm just like, fuck, I wish I would have did that, or fuck, I wish I would have never said that, or damn, why did I have to be like that, or man, 2 years ago I shouldn't have. And it's like, it's stupid because I can't take it back, and I can't erase the past, but all I can do is move forward and hope that, you know, there's some forgiveness in her heart, and hope that there's love for me in her heart, and hope that she wants to be with me, you know, when she figures this all out. Because I mean there's really nothing else that I can do. I can sit around and be sad, and I can sit around and cry, and I can sit around and say, why me, and why did I do this, and why did I do that, why did I do this, why did I do that. But at the end of the day, I can't do anything about it. All I can do is wait. And sometimes that sucks because, like, I want to just take the situation in my hands, and I want to just be able to control it, and just, like, I don't know, I feel like every other time I've ever been through anything, I've been able to influence her decision on, like, me, you know? But this time I can see that she's more concerned about herself, and I can't be mad at her for that, because there's been times, like I said, where I've been concerned about myself too. So how do I not give her that same love and that same respect and that same understanding? Because when I needed her to back off, she backed off. And she was right there with me for whatever reason. I don't know what reason. Maybe because she loved me. Maybe because of another reason. I don't know. But there's been so many times where I have, you know, where she has been there for me and loved me when I probably didn't deserve love. So I'm not going to turn my back on Stormy just because she wants to, you know, take some time to enjoy her life a little bit. Take some time to not argue. Take some time to not stress. And think about the relationship. Think about what's been going on and how it could get better, or if it could get better. And all I can do is support her. All I can do is make sure that she knows that I love her. All I can do is live my own life and let her know that I understand, I care, and that I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to give up on us, and that everything that we did deal with, every single little thing, like, I will fix it. I will deal with it. I will change it. I will not, like, everything that you felt, everything that she's felt, everything that has happened, and everything that I've done, and everything that she can't let go, hasn't let go, doesn't think will change, because I never really realized how some of the things that I'm doing could affect her. And, like, I actually, like, have been talking to my sister about it, because my sister is kind of going through, like, a similar situation. And it's so weird because it's like, I think in a relationship sometimes we do try to mold people. We try to mold them to be a little bit of more what we want them to be instead of who they actually are. And I think that discourages people, and it makes people feel boxed. And I think, why would you want to feel boxed? I mean, I never want to feel boxed. So I can understand her just being tired of that, and just having, like, I think it was like you know, you never know when you push the last button on somebody, and then it's just, you push the last button, that was it. And, you know, it just is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and just be so broken up and sad. And every time I do get sad, I just start praying, or I read a book, or I distract myself in some type of way. But I can't sit around sad, and I can't sit around victimized. I'm not a victim. I am not, oh, poor Chastity. I feel like I don't even deserve this girl as it is. So if this girl needs some time, I'm going to give this girl some time, because she's amazing. Like, you guys don't know her like I know her. You guys don't know what I know about her, and you guys haven't been with her, but she's amazing. And a lot of people are just like, oh, well, you know, you guys have had a lot of problems lately. So how do you know you just are attached? Or how do you know you just, you know, you're just comfortable? And I'm like, well, for one, I'm not comfortable because what we have going on right now wasn't comfortable. And for two, I know that there's plenty of other people. I know there's plenty of other fish in the sea. There's plenty of other women. I mean, it's not like, that's not a mystery. I get it. I could go find somebody else if I wanted to go find somebody else. That's fine. We all understand that both of us are attractive and we can go find somebody else. But for me, I just like, you know that feeling when you just look at somebody and it's just, I never looked at anybody else like that. But I just feel like, you know, there's been so many times where she's had my back and she supported me and she showed me love when nobody else has. And she is like a ride or die. You know, she's a ride or die. She will be there for me regardless, no matter what. She's always been there for me, and she's always supported me and loved me. And not only that, but she's just amazing. Like, if you ever hung around Stormy, like, if you have ever been around Stormy, there's this infectious spirit, this infectious energy, this giggly, bubbly laugh, and you're not going to find that nowhere else. Like, it's just this authenticity about her when you're around her. And then I think, like, it's so crazy because she'll be like, I don't see how people see that because I'm sad or I'm depressed. And I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like, when she talks to you, when you're talking to Stormy, it just feels like you're just talking to someone who's so, like, that's what attracted to me when I was 15. When I was 15 years old and I met her, it was just like, she said hi to me and I was just like, whoa, like, it was just so radiant. And just the energy that she just the energy that she gives off, it's just amazing. Like, I never felt it with any other person. It's something that's worth fighting for. I don't know. I was kind of beating myself up yesterday. I was so sad and I was so broken because I kind of felt like, not broken hearted, like, not like, oh, you broke my heart, but kind of like I broke my own heart and I let my own self down. And I wish I could have changed, and I wish I could have did something about it sooner, and I wish I would have, I don't know, I wish I would have listened silently. Like, maybe she didn't say anything, but I just wish I would have known. I wish I would have been a better partner, a better listener, and just in general a better partner. And I think things would have been differently. But at the same time, everything happens for a reason. God has a plan, God has a purpose, and I'm not going to sit here and beat myself up anymore. I'm just going to do what God says. And if He says wait, then I'm going to wait. I don't know what to expect. It's already weird. Like, it's so weird. I wake up by myself and I work out. I talk to my friends. Next week school starts, so I'll have more things to do because school starts, and I'll have more assignments, like paintings and stuff like that. Not to mention, I am about to start just going get super serious about my personal paintings because my senior show's coming up in May, and I want to have like a dope ass collection. And I already know a lot of the things that I want to paint. I've already started a couple watercolor paintings. I did this painting of my brother. It's not finished because obviously there's so much white, and I don't necessarily love this painting, but I really like it because this is my third watercolor painting ever, and I just thought it came out so good. Like, I don't know, I like it. I like the colors. I think they're interesting. And I'm also working on a painting of RJ, but I haven't put too much work into it because I've been so stressed out and things like that. But I'm definitely about to finish it this weekend before I start school. Here's what it looks like so far. You know, there's a lot of empty space. But I have like all these pages to fill, and I definitely want to fill them, and I want to do some bigger works, and I'm going to start doing commission paintings as well because gotta pay the bills. But I'm really just passionate about it. So I'm going to throw myself into that craft, and I'm going to throw myself into my new Instagram page that is going to be for my art, which is called Chastity Smith the Artist. So if you're watching this, go ahead and follow that art page. I will be doing a lot of paintings. Not only that, but we went thrifting, and I am repurposing some clothes and, you know, designing some really cool clothes. So I'm going to make a video about that maybe. And thank you guys for watching, and we really appreciate all of you guys. I am a little bit irritated about all the negativity and you saying like, oh, Stormy is just straight, or Stormy just wants some dick, or Stormy just lost some weight and I feel good. Like, all this dumbass shit, like, it's dumb. Like, I mean, I get it. That shit does happen. People really do be doing that dumbass shit, but that's not the situation. I mean, you guys don't know Stormy like I know her, so I feel like she'll wake up in a couple of months and she'll really miss me. But until then, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna be crying and begging anymore because it's fucking humiliating and it's useless and it's selfish. Because if somebody wants to go, just let them go. Just let them live their life. Don't sit there and beg them and make them feel bad for not wanting to be with you right now. Like, she didn't necessarily do that to me. When I needed time, she gave me my goddamn time, and I came back, and look at me now. So nobody's the bad guy. You guys, like, don't expect couples to be like these perfect people who just have like, we've been together since high school and then we got married and now we're 60 years old, we never broke up, we never fought. You know, it's just, that's not realistic. You're gonna go through things in a relationship. You're gonna go through things that affect you emotionally that you can't just forget about. There's gonna be things that, you know, you can't just put behind you, and, you know, sometimes you're going to need a break, or sometimes you're going to get annoyed or tired, or you're going to forget the value of that person. There's lots of times where I forgot Stormy's value, and I just, you know, ignored her or treated her like a certain type of way. But I don't blame her because she's been really stressed out. She's been really depressed. I don't necessarily know how to deal with that, so I kind of have just been expecting her to be normal, even though she's not normal, right? Like, she wasn't normal. So that's not her fault, because I think she just got like the teapot and it's like whistling and it just like explodes, because it's just like there's too much pressure. There's too much. I don't know. I love Stormy and I miss her, but I know she misses herself. Like, she misses being happy, and I want her to be happy. So that's it. I'm almost about to start crying, so I'm gonna have to end this video so I can cry in peace and not have you guys watch me like a pussy. See you guys later.